Michael, tell me about George. What drew you to this character, this man who is caught between duty and love? And what did you think the first time you read the script?
To be honest, I was more drawn to the script just as a whole and to the idea of Stephen directing it. And then, it was just to be part of it. And then sort of, unraveling George, I think, as you say, very sort of loyal husband. He's willing to go all the way in terms of, jeopardizing his career and his life. And he's a bit, I would say, quite a loner type character. I think that his wife is probably his one and only real friend. I think he's very good at what he does. He's very smart and very sort of emotionally restricted.
Teresa, what about you? What attracted you to this project?
I guess it's a similar thing. The script was the first thing. That's the entry point in always, and it was so kind of thrilling and dynamic, and then within that, knowing who was going to be a part of the project, Stephen and Michael and Kate and everyone else, I was just so excited to potentially be a part of it.
Michael, you worked before with Stephen. How was working with him this time on set? He has a very special directing style, right?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't direct much in terms of, notes to the actors. He's just so proficient in terms of understanding film, understanding all the different departments. He covers 3 of them himself in directing, DP and editor. But he doesn't say much. He has a confidence in the casting, and then he allows you to do, to go where you feel like the character should go.
Naomi, you've played before strong, intelligent characters. What drew you to Dr. Sui this time?
Oh, it wasn't actually the character so much that drew me specifically. It was the script as a whole, because I read it and I just was so engrossed and on the edge of my seat, and it was so full of suspense. And also what was so amazing about it was that there were all these layered characters. It's a true ensemble piece where everybody's multifaceted, multidimensional, got their own agenda, and just is riveting. And so it was the script as a whole, and wanting to be part of that rather than specifically my character. But obviously I loved playing Zoe because she's so unorthodox in the way that she works. And then, of course, Stephen as well, getting to work with the amazing Steven Soderbergh. Yeah.
And how is him as a director? He has a very unique directing style, and the way he tells stories. How was working with him on set?
Fantastic. I think he really, really loves movies.
And loves actors and people generally, actually.
He really likes making movies.
Yeah.
Like the process of it, the process of working with people, the process of exploring the story. He loves finding unexpected things, both from us, but also from himself, and going, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll shoot this in a completely new way because that's what we're getting from the room today. And being around that is so freeing as a performer, and it unlocks all kinds of things that you wouldn't necessarily see in the script. So it's a real gift.